we have a kickoff match. Beautiful Bobby versus the Z-Man.
Beautiful Bobby.
Now.
Beautiful.
Now, he had a gimmick, you see, when he was in the Midnight Express, that they were ladies' men. He was a tag team wrestler. They had Sweet Stan Lane and Beautiful Bobby Eaton. And the problem is, wrestling fans knew that. They knew it was because he had that gimmick Lover Boys sort of thing. The Lover Boys, also an excellent name for a tag team. They had that gimmick that they were like, oh yes, naturally it's Beautiful Bobby Eaton. You'd say that. If you'd never seen him before, you would go...
The last word.
What the fuck?
The last word you would say about him.
How the fuck?
You
get too cold. You'd just be like, why is everyone letting him get away with calling himself beautiful? And why aren't they sort of going, oh, this is the thing that gets heat? Obviously he's not beautiful, so the crowd... The crowd are just like,
beautiful.
Yeah, this is...
this
hello, beautiful Bobby. Yes, I am beautiful. Yes, you are.
Yes.
Very beautiful.
We'll think you're beautiful.
Yeah.
And then it goes to Z-Man, and on the little screen where it's got all the stats, it basically gets to Z-Man, he goes, and he's also, ladies, a bachelor.
Youngster's a former Mr. Minnesota, and he's also, ladies, a bachelor.
And you just imagine Z-Man going, please say that on air. Please tell everyone you know about that.
They put in the word rumoured. They say, he's also rumoured to be a bachelor. Whenever you say rumour about anyone's sexuality...
Rumoured bachelor is like confirmed bachelor, isn't it?
Yeah, he's rumoured to be a bachelor. Yeah. Rumours going round.
Rumours going round is a lovely either tag team or... Wow. Rumours going round. Taking on Chinese whispers.
Really good booking. Fantastic. I'm really enjoying this. The best thing, the little Starrcade stat they do with Bobby Eaton.
Is
his hometown. Have you seen that? It says from the dark side, brackets, formerly Huntsville, Alabama.
Yes, you got to get it in. Got to get it in because of territories. They've got another from the south.
It's just funny. Where are you from? Parts unknown, although formerly Huntsville, Alabama. Really poor.
Like Bobby's first pay-per-view one-on-one bout, that's one of the other stats as well. He likes to create his offence from top rope.
From top rope.
Oh, and there's on Z-Man, looks to utilise a drop kick from top rope, if possible. Don't put if possible on there.
Waste of 2 words.
If possible.
When I was like 12, 13, when this was on,
I
I remember I finally got this on video. It's one of the first 4 WCW videos that came out in this country that you could pick up. And I can't remember if this match was on. I can't remember if it started a bit later. But I do remember this was exactly the sort of match. When Bobby Eaton and Tom Zenk were in it, I'd be like, not these fucking two. And there was something about them that you knew they were never going to be the big stars.
Yeah.
And they weren't larger than life. They were just 2 wrestlers. They had no sort of gimmick. They weren't doing anything entertaining. Now I watch it and I just go, it's phenomenal. This is probably, I think this is the best wrestling match on the entire show. I mean, Bobby Eaton is, again, we've talked about him before, smooth as silk. Everyone says wrestling him is like a day off. But Tom Zenk in this, who is going through this period where Ole Anderson is punishing him for having signed a guaranteed contract, something that Tom Zenk didn't bring with him. He was given by your former company people. Tom Zenk is on his losing streak, and they've decided Bobby Eaton's going to get a push. Bobby Eaton, when he has a push, now he's wonderful to watch in the ring. There is no way. He is appalling on the microphone. I don't think he's ever... I'd be surprised if he said more than 4 things in his entire career. He was just not part of that.
That mouth's not for that. It's for kissing.
It's so beautiful.
It's for beautiful mouth.
It's beautiful, beautiful Bobby. Awful ugly words. Absolutely terrible.
Beautiful Bobby's awful ugly words.
Really appalling. And he's so good in this match because he can really wrestle. Tom Zenk is great in this match. And this match ends exactly how I like it going. Tom Zenk comes off to do a top rope drop kick. He misses. And then Bobby Eaton does a little small package and pins him. Takes advantage of him trying to do a big move. And like a canny wrestler, he just capitalizes it. He does it better because he does a little small package. And that's like a thing where you go, I found an in, and then I can do this because I'm so smart. Bobby Eaton was never going to be a main event star, but Jesus Christ, you could watch him in opening matches and love them.
Yeah.
The amount that he does in the short time he's given. And Tom Zenk is a really good foil in this as well. It was just, I loved it. I actually really, really loved it. There's a strange bit where Paulie Dangerously, he's on colour commentary and he just has a bit where he suddenly says it really weird voice. He goes, I hope he wins this match. It's like, what's going on?
I hope he wins this match.
I couldn't tell if someone had said, you've got to say you really wanted to win, actually, because you're the bad guy. And whether he's trying to, take the piss. I hope he wins this match. Really strange.
I hope he wins this match.
I really like this. His leg drop is where he does the Alabama Jam, which is a leg drop off the top. In 1990, that was seen as being one of the great high-flying moves. No one, people were like, fucking hell. He does a leg drop like Hulk Hogan does.
Yeah.
And his is off the top rope.
Yeah.
Astonishing. Bobby Eaton has had numerous hip replacements.
Oh, no.
That move destroyed the inside of either side of his pelvis.
hell.
I could have just said hips. Could have just said hips. Instead, I began delving into his beautiful body.
Pelvis.
Yeah.
His beautiful pelvis.
It's shaped like a heart, like a love heart.
Fans, we have this announcement to make to you on our television viewing audience that due to the injuries sustained in that limousine situation, they were apparently more serious than anticipated, but Ric Flair has withdrawn himself from the World Tag Team Championship matchup. He will be replaced by Barry Windham.
They mention also here, for absolutely no reason, it certainly is not important later in the show, that due to an unfortunate limousine incident, Ric Flair has withdrawn himself from the tag team title match. A lot going on. Flair also has nagging injuries, we're told. He cannot perform, and he withdrew himself an hour ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you don't see it.
No.
So, and then they go, this happened. And you're like, well, this is new information, but why aren't we... It sounds more real than it needs to be.
Yeah.
Because you've not shown the limousine incident.
Yeah.
But then I think the fact that you've said limousine rather than car means that
it's an angle.
It's an angle.
Yeah.
So because he's rich and he's, famous and he's has to have a limousine. It's just like, this is just a bit...
Yeah.
It's a bit budget, innit?
I mean, he's got nagging injuries.
Sorry,
I thought he was injured in the limousine incident.
So he's had the nagging injuries coming in.
Well, he was actually thinking of not...
Tell me, Mark.
Well, he was thinking of not performing, but then there was the limousine. Right, okay.
Why was on the bill? Why did I buy a ticket, Mark?
Got to
Why
get
did I buy a fucking
your
ticket?
story straight, okay? Okay, Flair limousine, I accept it.
Fine.
Nagging injuries, why are we bringing them in? Huh? There's a possibility he's going to have a trouble flying. Why would he be flying? He's got nagging injuries in a limousine incident. Yeah? Think it through. You're overplaying your hand, Jim Ross. You're overplaying your hand. And do you know what you're doing? You're ruining the Black Scorpion saga for me. You are ruining it.
But he said that didn't he say he's here? And he's here. He is in the building.
Now, Flair is here, and we will hear from him a little bit later in this broadcast here tonight at Starrcade.
Why do that then? Why do that then?
Why do
that?
this?
Why add that in?
Why don't you just break this down?
And he's got a black jumpsuit on.
Yeah, I've just got some information here. The Black Scorpion is Ric Flair. Good night.
Stupid.
Let's see if we can crash through Doom versus Arn Anderson and Barry Windham. They have a street fight, nice and brutal.
Street fight, nice and brutal. Arn Anderson, 31, looking every second of it.
They have terrible, terrible design T-shirts at this period, where the four horsemen heads
looks a little bit like swastika.
Did you know what? It looks enough like a swastika.
I thought it was deliberate.
I don't know if it was deliberate.
I think it
Would you like a cat bath?
Oh yes,
yeah,
yes. Turns out that my favourite dad. He's in it, isn't he?
Arn Anderson. He's
been accused of impropriety.
Yes, a little appearance in a book that he made a few years ago, where people talk about him, certainly behind the scenes, telling impressionable young female signees that he was the booker and that they could get ahead by giving him certain favours, one of which he referred to as a cat bath.
Is that giving or receiving? I can't really tell.
I think it's the image that you need to put in your head is that of Arn Anderson lapping away like it's a bowl of cream in front of him like a cat.
Stop talking.
I had a issue with this because of...
And if you're looking to make your penis as deadly as a Road Warrior spike, you need to look no further than our oldest and most loyal partner, Blue Chew. Isn't that right, Arn?
I can't say a word.
You got Butch Reed gouging at Barry Windham's head with a belt buckle. And Barry Windham does a really good thing in this match, which is he spends most of it acting like he's completely dazed and has had massive blood loss and doesn't quite know what he's doing, which I really, really liked.
Yeah.
This match is really, really regarded as well as being one of the sort of highlights of 1990. It was seen as, for the time, ridiculously brutal and violent. It's a really, really good little match. I mean, how can it not be with four people who are this good? Poor old Barry Windham, he at this point his career was, I don't know, it was winding down slightly, very slowly. It seemed like he could be in the main event, but he was just missing it. And after a career that had been building and building and building, he begins to lose steam, and his steam just escapes slowly. Part of it, I think he struggled to keep himself in shape.
Right. And
you can begin to see at this period, this is the first sort of periods where Barry Windham is looking a little bit like a man from a bar and less like a professional wrestler. Normally I'm keen on that, but it's just Barry Windham. It certainly didn't seem to help him out.
Yeah.
And there's a double pin at the end, but do you know what? The action's been so much fun, no one cares. Normally people would feel very screwed at that point. But they just knock 7 bells of shit out of each other.
Enjoyed it.
Marvellous.
They're fighting back down